Timberwolves in Minnesota for a little interconference action here at the Target Center. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K Sports team and the NBA? Welcome, everyone. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So for Chicago right now, Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. And it's Dunleavy in at the 3 spot. Rose, no good. And so it's Minnesota with it. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And they tailored a fantastic, I thought, offensive game plan. And that they knew exactly how to exploit the holes in that defense.
And exploit them they did. They exposed them tremendously. They kept so much pressure on the defenders over the course of that game that the defense really never had an answer.
Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from three-point range.
A wide open look here for Lopez. Sinks the triple. Lopez has got his first 3 points of the game.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all 3 from the field.
Butler on the wing. Back to Rose. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Lopez has got it the fast break chance. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And that one's good. Wiggins has got his second bucket of the night.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Rose goes in. Butler on the wing. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, Greg, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. And they ended up winning it going away.
Good on the shot. And it's 6 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Boy, they've got them on their heels the way they've been running the ball up and down, right down their throat.
Yeah, some explosive plays we're seeing now in transition have really keyed this run.
Butler on the wing. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. Lopez with the ball. Coming off a solid outing against Charlotte. Bulls from the top of the key. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with good passing.
Kicks it to Towns. From past the arc. Lopez, no luck.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm. Even though he misses that one, almost always deadly when he's that open.
Here's Lopez. The Bulls getting the bucket. He dishes it to Martin. From deep three-point range, and there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Martin. 8 points for Freak.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. They're playing tremendous defense too.
All right, Target Center, coming on the court now, your Timberwolves dancers. Come on, give it up.
Well, you might have been wondering who the top scoring small forwards have been over the last 10 games.
A lot of the NBA's most explosive players man that small forward position, and you're looking at a pretty good collection of them right there.
Well, I would go beyond pretty good, Craig. They are special players at the offensive end. Impossible to defend in any kind of conventional way. You've got to be creative to try to slow these guys down.
Now, here's Rose. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Rose against Lopez. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Butler passes to Rose. Here's Dunleavy. Garnett grabs the board. Timberwolves leading by 8. 17-foot shot on the way. And again, it's Minnesota.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Here's Rose, following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Lopez with the steal. Here's Martin. Goes back up, and Wiggins with the layup. Wiggins has got 12 in the game.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Pass to Gasol to stop the run. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Gasol's got his first 2 points of the night. To the inside, Towns, and it's good. On through contact, it's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Down low, here's Wiggins. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. He has a scorching 86%.
Fueling their offense by forcing turnovers. That's what's taking place right now, guys.
Yeah, extra possessions really invaluable, and they've converted those possessions into points. And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Shang's checked in. Lopez kicks to Martin. And he gets the bucket. Martin's got 6.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And looking at some numbers for Martin, the last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. 3rd in shooting percentage, 5th in scoring. And how about his top 10 ranking in free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
And, you know, that's an impressive accomplishment. He just refuses to take bad shots. That's why he's one of the best in field goal percentage.
Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. Brooks comes in for Rose. Here's Butler. And nothing is falling for him right now. Minnesota leading by 21. Lopez dishes to Martin. Lopez against Brooks. 6 to shoot. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Martin with the bucket.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
A lot of answers, but still a lot of questions for how the East is going to ultimately shake out this year. But right now, let's check out where the team stands. We take a look at the Cavaliers. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And of course, Chicago, they have a lot of ground to make up.
And, you know, for the Bulls, have turned out to be well-founded.
And, you know, I don't think they need to wait for the offseason to start making some changes. I think they can start the rebuilding process right now.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Here's Lopez, and another three for Minnesota.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Bring music, scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
That's good.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick-fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Minnesota with the ball after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. And that's 13 points for Freak.
And it just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Lopez with the steal. And here we go. Timberwolves running again. Rubio, the pass to Wiggins. Here's Lopez, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficient.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's Butler following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Butler with the ball. He's picked up by Lopez. Gasol setting the pick for Butler. Udrih for 3, and the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And it's off from three-point range.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
You know, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And it's Lopez penetrating, puts it up from 15. And again, Andrew Wiggins. Wiggins has got 22.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Lopez with the steal. To the middle. Shoots from 8. And Wiggins with the nice bucket inside. He's got 24.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And the basket by Rubio.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
A rebound by the Timberwolves. Lopez has got 6 rebounds in the game. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. Let's find out, DB.
We talked about the challenges posed by a player like Ricky Rubio. Such a tremendous passer and floor general. The coach said, we know he can make plays, but making shots is where he's been less effective. We need to focus on staying home and forcing him to beat us with his scoring. Guys, we'll see if they can limit his highlight reel dimes. Back to you.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Here's Butler. Good. Butler's got his second basket of the night.
That was a nice finish to an excellent possession.
Here's Wiggins. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Great pass to set up the lay-in. Wiggins has got 30 points.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
First trip to the line for him here. Matt Barnes is checked in for Minnesota. Hondo comes in for Ricky Rubio. And the Bulls making a change also. Snell's checked in. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Lopez with the steal. And pushing it up is Minnesota. The Timberwolves again in transition. Back to Wiggins. Now the pass to Dang. Lopez outside. Here's the three. And he gets it to go. Lopez has got 18 points.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long.
Put your hands together for your
And Pau Gasol, after some great years and some difficult years, talks about now his newfound excitement playing with the Chicago Bulls.
I mean, I think it's been noticeable just because this.
I think you'd have to say that Gasol's decision to go to Chicago, Clark, was great. He clearly gave it a lot of thought. It's hard to imagine him having made a better pick.
You know, I agree. Not only is he happy, but so are his teammates, Ask Rose and Noah and Butler. Those guys love playing with him, and you can see how the change of scenery rejuvenated the big Spaniard, too.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And quite a position here for the Timberwolves to be in. What do you think, guys?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp, not much stagnation at all on offense.
Lopez, he's in at shooting guard. Zhang is out there with Garnett. Then it's Matt Barnes, and it's Rondo in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Lopez with the bucket.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Chicago's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. In the corner, Snell with it. Can't get it to go. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. Lopez with the ball. And Rose picks him up defensively. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one.
Minnesota's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Back to Lopez. Down low. Some solid defense from Butler.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Good looking screen by Gasol. Here's Udrich. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Lopez kicks to Martin. That's good. Martin's got 11.
The guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Timberwolves passing it around. Lopez kicks to Martin. And that is good. He's got 13.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Here's Udrich. The dish now to Gasol. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Left side, Martin. And stolen by Mirotic. And Udrich kicks to Rose. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. It's going to be on Freak. Bulls shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Trying to find Martin. He's got it now. Good. Martin's got 15 points.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And they double up Butler. Here's Mirotic. Off target with his 3.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Chang against Butler to the middle. Here's Gasol. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Freak.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
It's Martin on the wing. And again, it's Minnesota.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in him. And he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about the knees, my man. he looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
Lopez over to help. Here's Butler. Shot is no good. Great D that time from Martin. Best outing for Chicago. They won that game against the Jazz in Salt Lake City.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it when you're the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
The Timberwolves made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Gasol wide open. He fires. And good. He got the English that time as it falls.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Lopez with the ball. And Rose picks him up defensively. Lopez dishes to Martin. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Chicago's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Mirotic the screen. Right side, Butler. Shot from 16. That doesn't go either for Butler.
That'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
You know, I got to say, Clark, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going to go.
We saw it ended up right where it was supposed to, in the basket.
It sure did.
And guys, you know what? Neither did the defense. I don't think they had a clue.
Lopez kicks to Martin. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And Mirotic throws it down.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
G8, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
Big time play at the basket right there, fellas.
There's 21 seconds left in the first half. That's good. 23 points for Kevin Martin.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Rose kicks to Mirotic. Off target with his 3. A dominating. We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Andrew Wiggins in this game, he's been everywhere.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
Tipping off the second half, here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Butler teams with Dunleavy on the perimeter, and it's Rose in at the point. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets got the job done. He finished with an incredible amount of points, and the points were just the start of it. He joined an elite few by walking away with a quadruple double. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
Really left alone that time. Lopez has got 28 points for the game.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Here's Martin, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers. No hesitation at all in transition, and they have a huge margin in that department.
Fast breaks yield easy buckets, guys. They've made the most of their chances in that regard. The defense not able to get set, get a running start to the rim. You should get a good number of scoring chances there.
Fast break opportunities do not get any easier than that one off the steal.
Exactly. The defense really no chance to get back.
Rose goes in from 16 feet away. He cans it. Rose has got 10. Timberwolves on offense. They're on an 11-3 run right now. And stolen by Butler. Outside Rose. Knocked away. And here's Martin. He banks in the layup. Martin's got 31 points.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's that athlete. They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
You know, sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. They are certainly the bug tonight. Nothing going their way.
And I'm not even sure that I want to be the windshield.
No, maybe the windshield wiper.
Yeah,
right.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Lopez with the ball. Butler covering. Martin wide open. He fires. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Fast break, Minnesota. And Wiggins. With the basket on the assist by Lopez. 36 points for Andrew Wiggins. And pushing it up again is Minnesota. Again in transition. And that one's good by Lopez.
And guys, give them credit. I mean, they've taken advantage of the turnovers in the open floor.
Converting them into points is what they've done, and that's been a big factor in this game, guys.
Here's Dunleavy, covered by Wiggins. Pass to Rose. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Martin with the ball. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance. 9 points for Karl Anthony Towns. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Minnesota.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Gasol against Garnett. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And now let's take a look at a very well-rounded group of players. Shooting guards who can rebound with the big boys. Third is Jimmy Butler.
And these are sort of your do-it-all guys. I mean, even if rebounding isn't necessarily a priority for shooting guards, it's still something that helps your team get wins.
Absolutely. When you're two can squeeze the orange like that, as each of these players on that list can, it can be a major X factor for you.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Got a piece of it. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Martin kicks to Lopez. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
You keep turning it over like they have, you give your opponent the chance to get out and run on you.
And it's come back to bite them so often here today. No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And the foul called on Freak. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Some changes for Minnesota. Barnes, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Kevin Martin. Then for the Bulls, Tony Snell's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And Brooks subbed in for Derrick Rose.
Plain one-hand flush. I love it.
Clark, I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, the one hand lets you get up higher.
No doubt about it. At least it looks like that from this angle.
Here's Lopez, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Brooks kicks to Gasol to the wing right side. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Snell, no good. Minnesota's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Lopez with the bucket.
Wow. What can you say?
Bulls have gone 3 of 6 in the 3rd quarter, 50% from the field. Snell from outside, that's good. Snell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Here's Lopez, and another 3 for Minnesota.
D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the 3-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
Brooks with no one around, and the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 11 rebounds in the game. Garnett, the screen. Off the pick, and the call will be against Kevin Garnett. That is his 1st foul of the game. Jang, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Mirotic is checked in for the Bulls. Udrih comes in for Dunleavy. Brooks has got space, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Udrih with the excellent feed that time.
Here's Lopez. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Lopez has got 52 points.
What great touch there on the fadeaway. Man, right in his face.
Udrih, the pass to Mirotic. And here's Brooks from outside. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Took him no time at all on that one. Lopez has got 55.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the 3-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the 3-point shot and still haven't been able to do it. These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
To the wing on the left. Snell from outside. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back. They're going back to the 3-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Brooks misses.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Passes it to Mirotic. Dishes it to Udrih. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Minnesota making some changes. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Adrian Payne's checked in for Jack. Garnett comes in for Bjelica. Levine's checked in for Ricky Rubio. And it's Lopez in for Rajon Rondo. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Pau Gasol is checked in for Noah. Dunleavy comes in for Tony Snell. Butler, he's checked in for Beno Udrih. And it's Rose in for Aaron Brooks. Lopez in at point guard. Garnett out there with Barnes. Then it's Payne. And it's Levine in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Feeds it to Dunleavy. And Gasol now top of the key. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here to the inside. Butler, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Here's Lopez, and the shot is good, popping in off the front of the rim.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the chart.
And that's how you take the steal and turn it into a transition opportunity.
I think that's the perfect time to do it, Greg. I mean, those few seconds after the turnover, strike right away because the defense has no chance to get organized. You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Rose kicks to McRoberts. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Now Lopez. He kicks it to Levine from the baseline. And he hits the jumper for 2.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
And the shot is good.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
The Timberwolves have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Lopez with the ball. Butler covering.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Minnesota.
And that one misses.
Zach Levine. 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. Chicago's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And here's Rose outside. Rebound, Minnesota. Garnett's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
And he makes the first.
At the line for 2.
And so Levine nails both of them. Here's Rose. Here's Anderson. Makes it off the glass.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
It's stolen by Rose. And now Rose running the floor all by himself. That's good.
And really just straight to the basket with a full head of steam.
Well, if you're going to throw it down, make sure you throw it down with force.
Levine dishes to Lopez. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. The feed to Levine. The rebound by Anderson.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Rose gets a wide open look. Rose can't get that one to fall.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Bulls shooting 40% in the fourth. And he banks in the lane. Rose has got 4 points in the quarter.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Lopez passes to Payne. Inside, kicks to Barnes. He feeds it to Lopez. Here's Levine. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Here's Rose. Anderson, a screen on Lopez. And it's Rose penetrating. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Garnett kicks to Lopez. Back to Garnett. Lopez outside. 5 on the clock. Back to Garnett. His first shot coming late. Lopez dishes to Garnett. Pass to Lopez. Butler with the steal. And here's Rose. Butler goes in. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Right wing. Nobody near Barnes. Hands it from downtown. Barnes has got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Timberwolves. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And Lopez throws it down hard.
Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Not going to get much easier than that, Greg. Simple.
Butler passes to Rose. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 16 points for Rose.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Rose against Lopez.
Sticking too much.
And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. Decision was good. He just didn't execute.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
That free throw, no good. Corky Dangs checked in for Adrian Payne. Chicago also making some changes. Tony Snell comes in for Butler. And it's Udrih in for Rose. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Lopez, no luck.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
From deep. Kept alive. Garnett kicks to Lopez. Over Udrih. Lopez, no luck.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And there's the pass to Snell. And the three ball is good. Snell's got 19 points.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Now Udrih. He dishes it to Snell. Pass to Udrih. Shot from 12. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Good job there, Kevin, getting himself a little space on the inside.
Launches it, and he hits it from deep. 3 points there from Lopez.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Fader on the way, and there's the call on Matt Barnes. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Now here's Lopez. Good. Lopez has got 13 points in just this quarter.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
Here's Udrih. Lopez covering. They set the pick. Pittman kicks to Snell. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it. Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Timberwolves shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Timberwolves.
They really had it going, Clark. Their offense propelled them.
Yeah, in this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And a one-sided season series this has been. I mean, in the final game of the year between these two teams, they do everything necessary to finish up with a 2-0 record against the Bulls.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Lopez. What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
From deep three-point range, and another three for Minnesota.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
You can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively, vibrant atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
What a final quarter these guys are having from downtown, just burying the threes in bunches.
And they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason not to. I mean, work that perimeter. If it's going good for you, work it until it stops.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. Takes it off the glass.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it.
Play, boy. Way to play.
The 2K Sports post-game freak.